Yo, what's going on, guys? Everyone's bringing out high shit that fire shit, and today we're talking about some of that fighters. So I actually want to give my review. This should have came in a couple days ago, and I'm sorry that it didn't. I've really been working, so a lot of stuff's going on at work and in my personal life. So as that's going on, I finally got the free time to make you guys a video. So today I actually want to talk about and give you guys my review for FighterZ or FighterZ, or however you want to say it. I'm going to say either way, just depending on, you know, how fast I'm talking and, you know, what I'm paying attention to as far as what I'm going to say. So a lot of people were really stressing, it's not FighterZ, it's not FighterZ, it's FighterZ. And I'm like, why add the Z on there to really, like, it makes no sense. You should have just put Dragonball FighterZ with an S and called it a day. But they just want to be difficult. Continuing on to what I really wanted to talk about, we're going to talk about the graphics, the overall gameplay, the online, and the game as a whole. Kicking off with the graphics are phenomenal. Looks just like the manga mixed with a little bit of the anime. It looks really good. I like how all the moves look, how the character models look, and etc. I think the game honestly looks really great. I even noticed that if you block certain key blasts, or you block any kind of key blast that a character throws at you, the opponent can actually knock it out of the match and it destroys the background. So you actually get background destruction as well during the match. I didn't even notice that. So if you have some time, try out the background destruction in the game, go to like the world tournament, and you're gonna see all the destruction that happens within the match. It is pretty solid. Moving on to the gameplay. This game is actually extremely easy to play. It's really set up with auto combos. Of course, you'll have your light auto combos, your medium heavy auto combos, and then you'll have your heavy attack, which will also auto combo. But of course, you can do a mixture of this to get you out of the auto combo, so you're not just being the auto combo spammer that I'm also hearing. And there's a new term that's floating around called a block spammer. I've never heard this in my life. It's kind of dumb. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life, but some people are actually calling some people block spammers. Essentially, within this game, it does have a really good block mechanic. Kind of, sort of, the blocking on this game is kind of butt sometimes. Sometimes I be blocking stuff and it just doesn't go through for some reason. I still get hit and destroyed. It makes no sense. But people are having the term being used and thrown around saying, hey, you're a block spammer because you're just blocking every single move and then shooting me with key blasts and then blocking all the moves. And I've never heard about that. Blocking isn't essential to fighting games. I think that only makes sense unless the game does not have, you know, blocking at all. Then that's the only time. As far as the overall gameplay is pretty solid. You can switch yourself personally if you train quite a bit. You can switch between auto combos and, you know, making your own combos. I've seen plenty of combos. My homeboy Lucis kind of showed me some combos you can do with Blue Vegeta, for example, and honestly it's pretty solid. Now moving down to the characters, and a lot of people complain the character roster is so small, it's so tiny, it's so small, so tiny. Most of the time when you get a first version of a game, I'm pretty sure if this game is doing so successful, which it's already doing really great sales wise, we may get a number 2. So in my honest opinion, I'm gonna say, yeah, this character roster is gonna be small. Not to mention we are getting 8 DLC characters if you want to buy the DLC pack. I know it's a little more expensive, but if you buy the DLC pack, you get an additional 8 characters. So the roster won't be too small if you get those additional characters, so you don't see the same recycled team over and over and over and over and over again. And then, in my honest opinion, the worst part of this entire game would be the online mode. Online has been crappy. I'm not a fan of the lobby. I think the lobby setup is actually really dumb. Just really not a fan of it. I think they could have went a whole different direction with that. I think the lobby system is crazy. You have to switch lobbies just to possibly help you link up with your friends. Ring matches, don't get me started on that. That's god awful. And that's probably been the biggest letdown this whole game. I heard there has been a couple updates going out with the game, essentially kind of fixing some of the game modes and getting all the online kind of squared away, but still we're having issues. Like last night, it took me and Kalua or Makai Saiyan a little bit just to connect in the match, but once we did, we were set up and we didn't actually get kicked out. So it was pretty solid, but they really need to fix that. Give us a big update that fixes the online modes, because that has been the crappiest part. Not to mention, you can't even invite your friends to a ring match or a party match. It's so dumb. I don't like it. It's ridiculous. And last but not least, my overall, honestly, I want to say the game is a pretty solid game. It's a fun game, especially play with your homeboys, hop on, play with your friends, beat some ass, go back and forth. As far as the online mode is the biggest letdown. It really sucks that we cannot fully connect easily, getting into ring party matches with our friends or ring matches with our friends, doing the 3v3 with our friends. It's kind of garbage. Besides that, I still kind of stick with my 7.5 out of 8 score out of 10, just because I feel like the game is still missing. It could have more characters. It could definitely fix the online mode, and I think I would have gave it like a 9.5 out of 10 possibly. It's an alright game. I definitely like playing with the squad, and that's just my overall review. Let me know what you guys think of FighterZ or Dragonball FighterZ down below. I will see you guys in the next video. This is Infamous, and I am out.